that 6 nights at Karijini, and yeah, it's a pretty impressive place. 250 million years and 250,000 million years in the making. So completely different to anything else we're seeing, which is what this is all about, I suppose. So now we'll head off to Tom Price. We've got a few ideas. I've got to explore the possibility of taking a run along the railway tracks, not on the road beside the railway tracks, with the unmanned trains. So no drivers, a bit like Victoria, no one driving the state, or no one responsible for driving the state. So same as those trains, probably where. Well, that's it. Anyway, yeah. So we're. I suppose we were pretty stoked with Karijini. I suppose we were. It was everything to the hype, I suppose, that people had put on when you look at YouTube and different things.
Can I just say, you know, when you fell in the water,
yes,
it's all leaking.
And I know there's a lot of people out there that are worrying about my terrible fall yesterday. Ankle's a bit sore this morning, but everything else is all right. Ego's improving. Yeah, here's me bagging Jeanette, and I took probably the most spectacular fall. Yeah, it's lucky it was in the water. Yeah, saying last night, sometimes you don't, it's not so much age or anything that did it, because, you know, really in the scheme of things, not that old, but it's just, yeah, one foot in the wrong spot and off the side we went. But anyway, so yeah, I'll leave it at that. Scenery's the same as what it's been for the last month up this neck of the woods, which is pretty much red. Everything's red. Everything you touch goes red. And yeah, it doesn't matter what you do. There's just red stuff all over the car, red stuff all over the van. It's just red.
It's the Pilbara. Whoops.
So I've still got a bit to do. We're not going to Mount Augusta now. I'll just put that in there. We're sort of being dictated a little bit by school holidays in the west. We want to be down south, but if we just, we're going to speed up a bit is what I'm saying, because if we just dilly-dally like we've been doing, we're not going to get to, we're going to be down south in the middle of the school holidays, and we're just not going to be able to, well, it's going to be super hard to find somewhere to stay, so so we're hoping to get down there before Christmas and sort of get on the move heading towards South Australia. So that's the plan. So we'll go down the coast from here rather than cut back in 300 odd k's to Mount Augustus, and we'll do that another day. So we'll leave it at that, and we'll talk to you from Tom Price. Okay, we've ventured out to Hammersley Gorge from Tom Price. I really didn't know what we're going to do at Tom Price, so we decided to come out to do this. Some of the difference with this one is obviously there's plenty of swimming water down there at the waterfalls. Some of the differences in the rock, as you can see, it's all twisted. It's not flat. It's all wavy, and that's just the way it was formed when it pushed up. So anyway, we'll see what where we walk down to the spa pool.
Wow, look at that water.
Or we just have a swim in here. We'll see how it goes. It's pretty warm today, so that's really how it all formed, for what it's worth.
There's a ladder going down here, is there?
Just here.
That ladder there. That's how Bob was got down it.
Oh, right, okay.
I don't know what it's like though.
Oh, I see, so you can go up there to the spa pool, so
Yeah, we'll just go and have a look.
let's do that.
Yeah. Otherwise,
we,
you've probably got to come across and scramble up here and then down on the other side by the foot.
Look at that, so how do you get down there?
Her words, not mine. Okay, we've cheated a little bit. Let's see. I think those swirls in the rocks over there, I'll get them on the way out. We're not going to come back the way we come, I don't think. We'll go down the round. We're going to go up here to this little pool. So we're at the spa pool. I think we'll go in here and around. I don't know how slippery it's going to be. The rocks are all different in this one compared to where we were at the other one.
There's fish.
Fish down there, you can see them. It's deep and it goes that way. So we've cheated, to be honest with you. We've cut this walk in half to get to this bit. So now we'll get it to go back. Yeah.
We've been
So,
rock climbing again.
so we come up and over the bit where the ladder is. Instead of coming up the ladder, we've just come off the main track, which is up there, and come down that side.
Okay, so I expect we put our shoes on
Yeah.
and we goes in here.
Yeah. Oh, so right up in there is what they call a spa pool. It's got a bit of a swim in there. It's not very big, it's about the size of a spa, inch spa pool with the water coming down. As I was saying before, you can see all these rocks. These ones are all wavy compared to the others. It's just the way these have been pushed up. The other ones are all flat. Water's absolutely beautiful. Would you like a funny home video? That's the last of little dips in the pools in Hammersley Gorge. Goes for some distance up to the left there. I'll come around this way. So I keep saying it's very unique because of the way the formations are on the rocks. It's completely different to everything else we've been and done. Let me get down here. These pools are just magnificent. The best thing about these gorges, these pools, once you walk down, it's just magnificent swimming. So that just keeps going. It's steep as. Just keeps going around the bend, big ass bend, and keeps going right down to those bottom of the trees and goes far. I don't know how far it goes down. We went about 3/4 away until then come back. So it's truly pretty specky. Jeanette's coming down to get a picture. So yeah, glad we did it. It's 40 k's, 50 odd k's, about 40 minutes from where we're staying at Tom Price. Road's gravel, but it's as smooth as a baby's bum. So yeah, it's pretty good. Nameless, sorry about the wind, out of Tom Price. She's a rocky as all get out track, 4-wheel drive only, so 4 low all the way up. She's steep as all get out. First real time I've had a crack at it. They say the view is worth coming up for. Bloody walking track up here somewhere, I don't know where that is, but I'm glad I'm not doing that. I hope that's coming out as good as it looks. It's well worth coming up here. bird just hovering there in the breeze. And over there up the back here, there's some towers. But over the back here is the mine. So you get to see the size of the mine and the housing and other stuff that's down there. Swallows having a ball in the breeze. So we'll wander over and yes, for the shot up I'm in my safety shoes. So that's the Rio Tinto mine over there. I see a big digger of some description, railway lines. I think that's actually a loader. Yeah, apparently there's quite a few pits, so we must go in behind as well. Do a tour. We actually not doing the tour because it didn't really interest me. It's just that we decided to do the Hamersley Gorge this morning. And dinner cooked by a chef tonight who's parked up next to us, invited us over for dinner, so he's cooking us something. I won't tell you what he's cooking, just a surprise. So offered him a trip up here and he wasn't too keen. I probably should have let my tyres down a bit. I suppose all you four-wheel drive people would know better. Because we're driving over like this, like sharp little rocks. A lot of washouts and just rocks that I've got to thump up over, and I've still got my tyres up to 48 and 44 respectively. Well, that's alright. That's the worst thing that can happen is blow it out. There's another car over there. I'm going to pop over there and have a look in a minute. It's a track over there, get around that little bit. That's the track, just this little bit. It's pretty good. I'll get Jeanette to have it on the way down, although she's holding on with two hands and yeah, so I don't know if she'll be holding on to the GoPro. Nice. This is pretty special, eh? That's Tom Price down there. Another big town. There's a train line over the back shining. Runs right through there. Trains run from here into Port Hedland. So this is Rio Tinto. All the trains are, as I said the other day, there's no drivers. They're all autonomous. Most of them have got two engines on the front, two in the middle and two at the back. They're about 2.5 k's long, and they drive them from Perth. So yeah, it's bland, but it's very surreal and beautiful in the same way, I suppose, is what the best way to put it. Here's Jeanette. She hasn't collapsed yet. There's the knuckles.
Alright.
Alright. Anyway, we're going to pop around to where that other little white four-wheel drive is up there, and I'll have a view from over there. Watch him go up. There's a few big rocks as well to get over. Hopefully we've got tyres when we get down, they don't go bang. Just going down, this bit's alright. Well, I've just got to put it on, it's just a little bit of a thing there. This bit's not too bad. When we get to some of the ordinary stuff, I'm going to turn it on again. But I think it's going to get a bit ordinary just as we go around this bend here, going back the other way. So just leave it run for a minute. I don't know how good's this, but I was just watching him come up here before and he was skipping over rocks. So we're in the second. Alright, we haven't got caravan on the way. We're not that keen, if you were wondering. Some of these washouts here where the rocks are showing are friggin' deep. So we're up the track, that's where the last bit was, just over there where those towers are. So again, there's the mines and the roads running right over the back there, which is vegan. We come back over here, got a better picture of Tom Price this time. Buses down there coming back from the mines, I assume. So that's Tom Price, highest town in Western Australia. There's a railway line running all the way through there, all the way back out through there. Must be a change of shift. There's 3 buses coming back from the mines. So I'm at the furthest part east, I suppose. So I'm just showing you the mine, if it's coming up on that. It's all obviously the accommodation there. Yeah, there's plenty of buses going to and from. There's a mega pit in the back there. Well, I suppose it's a pit where they're dumping it all and putting it up in a pile. Train line straight below us, and it goes right over the back. And of course, once upon a time, I assume that bit over the back was Mount Tom Price, because Mount Tom Price no longer exists, hence it's Tom Price, because they've hacked it all away. So we'll just walk you over this edge. My safety shoes, of course. And you can see it going all the way around there. As I said, Tom Price, highest place in Western Australia by all accounts. Really, really pretty. Once you get over the red crap that's everywhere, it's actually an interesting place. I think 2 nights here has been plenty. Like I said, we could have done a mine tour. It's only $35 or something, but things are changing as we go, and we've cut out a few places we're going to go to, trying to dodge these school holidays, because we just won't get in, we'll be stuck. Anyway, that's here, and then we might head back.
Oh, this is very smooth, Sarge.
Head down, come back down, and these rocks have got real sharp edges on them. We might like a pop a bloody tyre. I'm still doing them head down, but this little bit's not too bad, but there's some washouts that we can see the road as it drops away. It's steep. So let's try and hold the thing as straight as you can, but you've got these big boulders sitting up like this, and then there's some washouts that are probably as deep as the tyre drops off in the back of it. It's just these bloody these rocks here, they just don't need tyre at this stage of that trip. Or for that matter, at this stage on this road. If I have to do it, I prefer to do it on a flat bit of road somewhere. But you know, you get bits like this, they're quite smooth. Get the odd big pothole and then where the water runs across, obviously, but there's some spots down here that quite deep. Looks like we're going to fall off the cliff here, but I'm trying to remember which side was bad. This side. So this is one of the
Lordy me.
worst bits coming up.
Ow!
Obviously the same going down. Just roll over them.
Oh, jeez.
Mind you, the woman
Ow!
doing the woman in
Ah!
the whatchamacallit, the information centre, she said, oh, so you can see a dirty great hole there. I don't know if it's come up on the seeing there's a big hole just outside this rock. And that's what you cop. And there's about 4 or 5 bits on the way down like that, like this. She said, oh, this, you know, you'll need a 4-wheel drive, she said. So you can see how deep that bit is there if Jeanette can get it. She said, well, she's getting some dash at the moment, I'm sure of that. Sure it's getting any more than a dash, but anyway, there you get an idea of what it's like in spots. The rest of it's, you know, manageable. It's not really bad. It's just 1 or 2 spots that are pretty ordinary. Anyway, I'll let her turn off so she can hold on. I'm back in.
Lordy me.
Get the contrast with that hill, with the 2 things. Sun up.
Oh, schmick. Don't look at the view, Sarge. Look at the road. Oh, Lordy. Nearly at the bottom. Oh. I think you can just start to see the, oops, the sun over the mountains there. And I'm going to turn this off now because we're going to go flat, so we'll see you all in the morning.
Morning all, we're leaving Tom Price. Obviously there's a mine directly in front of us.
Oh wow.
So that around there. So we're on a, I don't know, hard dirt road I suppose is the easiest way to put it. It's not dusty, it's not dusty, but it's not That's a state road 136 or something. So we're on the way to Exmouth. We're going to camp overnight on the side of the road at a rest area, but we'll see how we go. If we get there early enough, we might just push through to Exmouth rather than have a night over. We'll see how we go. But Tom Price, yeah, interesting place, good place, enjoyed it. Everything you possibly need there, really. So now we're just on to the next bit. Here we go. Yeah, and big shout out to a couple of people we met. Amazing the people you meet on the road. Tony and Lorraine from Adelaide in South Australia. He's a chef. They just had the best dinner last night. He cooked us a meal, and it was just, as I say, he's a chef. It's just restaurant quality. It was unbelievable. So. Yeah, big shout out to those guys, and hopefully catch up again. It's one of the good things about travelling. As much as a lot of people say I'm a closed book, and I know I am, you do meet some really nice people on the road, so that's a big positive as far as the old PTSD goes. It really compels you to talk to people, and so it's positive. Anyway, we had a great time last night, so we'll see how we go today, and touch base, let you know where we're at tonight.
This is our site at Exmouth Ningaloo Resort, and am I going to chase this emu to get a photo? I don't know how I get him to stop, but anyway. Oh, okay, so he's going to have a sticky beak in the tent. Is there anything to eat in there? Oh, both of them in there. Look out. They're looking for something to eat. Aren't they cute? Hello, you two. Oh, an YouTube. Aren't you nice? Look at the colour. Greg and Albie, emus. Coastal emus at Ningaloo. They're off. Okay, so this is the rest of the caravan park. Huge caravan park, absolutely enormous. So back to our site. Oops. And just behind all those trees at the very back there is the IGA, the Froth Brewery that we went to yesterday for lunch, which was very nice. So you can walk there and stagger home. The amenities block, which I think must be fairly new, because inside the ladies, and I assume the men's, absolutely spotless. Laundry, they've got the machines, the washing machines, tap and go. So good. $4.50. At least you don't have to worry about having dollar coins or $2 coins. So that's that. So back around to our caravan. There she is, and a truck. Not, well, sort of nice and clean. We took it to the car wash yesterday. I'm not going up close because you'd think we hadn't washed it, but anyway, it is what it is. And a bit later this afternoon, I know, probably the next hour, once I finish a load of washing and uploading YouTube, we're going to go down to Cape Range and check out all the Yardie Creek and all that sort of stuff. So we'll see you then. Oodles.
Supplies. We're down at the beach where the turtles are. We found the females come in October, but I assume it's a night time thing. I'm not sure. The water's amazing though. So green and turquoise, or whatever you call it. It's one of them colours. We just go down on the water's edge. Bloody flies. Where they all breed. Here in Western Australia. The land of the fly. Well, it looks a waste of surface. Mostly people with surfboards. Fine. They're actually going to have a surf. So it's a bit of a rocky shore, and the turtles come ashore and they lay their eggs here. So that's around November. And I assume we need to be here at night time because on Tippum it's unbelievable clear water. I don't know if you can see that through when the waves come up. Well, that's just amazing. How clear it is. There's no sand, it's just clear wave. Tippum, we're fairly much at high tide at the minute. Maybe a few fishermen around there. Range on the left is the Cape Range. So we're just driving down the road to Yardy Creek. Now we'll look at all the vacant caravan sites we can't book. That's another story. We just stopped off the turtle thing. You would have seen the video of that. No turtles, but they're probably a nighttime situation, I would think. So we've gone from the red to the white sand, a few waves for a change. And the sea's changed colour from the blue to the green. So yeah, very nice. Here we are at Yardy Creek. Don't want to keep harping on about it, but I'm going to. Caravan park. Well, it's not caravan park, but the camping area. Just driven past, I don't know, there'd be 15 sites in there, if not more, empty. Yet the computer tells you it's fully booked. Really frustrating. I would like to spend a couple of days down here. Anyway, not much you can do about it. I don't know how they can fix it, but people book, it's cheap. If they don't show up, they don't really care about losing their money. You have to pay up front, but as I say, they don't really care. So that's the gorge going up through there. It's a walking track. It's too bloody up to walk, and I'm not going to today. So this is where the cars cross over at low tide for the rest of the track running down there. It takes you back around, takes you out rather than going back down the bitumen. But she's an interesting track if you watch the videos like I have. There's probably no way I was going to attempt us to drive across here. But just go down to the water's edge and I'll turn it off. So the walk takes you up through there, up to the peak and back down again, I think. Yeah, it's like I say, it would have been nice if we could have got in down here to camp for a few days. That's life, you know.
So where do they drive across? Here?
Up here, no, up behind you.
Sorry?
Behind you.
So from, they come
This
all
is
the
the
way
boat
down
ramp.
here.
Here. That's the crossing there.
So how do they get over there?
Hey? Well, they come down on the thing. We'll go over and have a look. I'll turn this off a sec. So this is the crossing here. It's actually low tide, it's not high tide. So you could probably do it quite easy. A bit soft on the other side here, Stan.
Oh yeah, they come down here.
It's a bit soft here. But yeah. Why, so this guy go across? I don't know. There he goes. So I'm going across and then the road continues along. It's all sand from there. Plenty of people pull their vans through here, just not for me. It's it gets quite rough up through there as well. But it's obviously magnificent parking areas up there. Beach here is typical, beautiful, except for the flies.